Tonight on NewsCenter, one campus sorority is bringing organizations together and helping the hearing impaired one dance move at a time. Plus, the students have chosen, and now it's time to see who won the awards, all while looking forward to the future. And we take a look at the difference between the fine, the folk, and where the two meet. All of this tonight and more on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Jaden Morgan.
And I'm Abby Stitt.
We want to remind our viewers that they can watch us live at 5 on twitch.tv/MSUTV77 and on campus cable on Channel 85. Here's what's making headlines for April 21st, 2022.
Morehead was put on an alert yesterday, and according to the Rowan County Sheriff's Office, Morehead State University and St. Clair became the targets of a swatting attack. This is when someone attempts to get a large amount of law enforcement to target a location. Rowan County Sheriff Matt Sparks says that a caller claimed he would shoot people at both locations and leave a bomb. Law enforcement quickly began assessing the situation, working with officials at both locations and all the police departments in the area. After some time, they concluded it was a hoax, but added precautions are still in place. As of this morning, the Sheriff's Office says the caller turned their attention to the fire department and Rowan County schools. They concluded that each time he calls, they are one step closer to finding the caller. We will be right back after this.
Camden Carroll Library has a variety of services to offer, including database access, MSU archives, reservable class space, the Tutoring and Learning Center, and more. Whether you're an MSU student, faculty member, or someone diving into a research project, Camden Carroll Library is there to support you. For more information, visit Camden Carroll Library online today.
Morehead's costume department is holding a Sew-A-Bear workshop in the costume shop located in Breckenridge Hall. People arriving will be able to make stuffed bears for charity and help out the community. No sewing experience is required. Sessions have been happening all through March and April, but the remaining sessions will be held on April 25th and 27th from 2:30 to 5 p.m. in room 117 in Breckenridge Hall.
Button Auditorium had its seats packed with a sold-out show this past Tuesday. Delta Zeta had their annual Great Pretenders event after a COVID-19 hiatus. NewsCenter was there to see how it went.
We hold Great Pretenders every year to raise money for the Starkey Hearing Foundation. It's a charity that helps give hearing aids and cochlear implants to people who need them, and also provides a lot of information and education for just the hearing impaired community. Shut up and The last Great Pretenders we had was in March of 2020, so right before we left for spring break, and then didn't come back to school for 2 years. So having it be the last thing that we did on campus before COVID, and now having it back again is really weird, but also like super, super nice. I was a sophomore last time that we had Great Pretenders, and now I'm a senior and I'm in charge of it, and it's just really weird. You kind of forget how much time actually passed during the pandemic. So it's a lip sync competition because we raise money for an organization that benefits the deaf and hearing impaired community. So we wanted to make an event that was inclusive for those types of people. So we lip sync really big to so that anybody who is hearing impaired could read our lips. Just making it easier for them and more inclusive so that they can enjoy the event just as much as a hearing person could. You bring out the animal. So the theme this year, we actually had a switch in who was in charge of the theme this year. So the theme was picked by my sister Olivia Webb. It was talked about a long time because we didn't have COVID. Because of COVID, we didn't have Great Pretenders for a couple of years, and we decided on the circus theme, and I think that really worked. It got the audience really excited.
I want to tear you apart.
Delta Zeta raised over $7,000 for the Starkey Hearing Foundation with this event.
Morehead State's Office of Education held a travel safety information session on Monday, April 18th. The event was held in order to inform students who would like to travel abroad this semester or next fall about opportunities available to them. Those include international financial services, communication options, personal safety, and more. If you are a student planning to travel abroad but missed the event and have questions, you can reach out to Aaron Hirsch with the Office of Education at 606-783-2044 or A.G. Hirsch at moreheadstate.edu.
Now it's time to take a look at our weather this past week. Hallie, it seemed like Easter was a nice break from the rain. What do we have in store?
It really was. The rain went away and the sun shined. A perfect day to hunt for some Easter eggs. But the typical weather this time of year is coming back. As you can see with the first viewer submitted photo, you can see just what I mean by Easter was a beautiful day. It may be a little blurry, but it's exactly what I mean by a beautiful Easter. You can see the pastel colors almost resemble an Easter egg. In the next picture, we see that regardless of the rain, nature is in full bloom this time of year. Even with the fluctuating temperatures, they still find a way to survive. In this next photo, you can see the front porch view of the foothills before the rain coming this morning. As you can see, the grass is almost popping with green as how much rain we have seen. And you can see that the gravel driveway is a bit darker gray than it usually is, as you could tell by the rainfall. And lastly, we move into campus and see the beautiful blue skies and the calming rippling water between Barrett Music Hall. As you can see, it's almost a picture-perfect painting. As you can see, the ripples of the water are reflecting the blue skies, making it a beautiful, sunshiny day.
Well, you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. So.
Exactly.
Thanks, Hallie.
As Hallie just showed us, it is officially springtime. A spring fling will be hosted by the Campus Activities Board in the Adrian Doran University Center's Plaza on Tuesday, April 26th. This event will include a DJ, free food, free ice cream, and giveaways. Giveaway items include coolers, beach umbrellas, beach chairs, sunscreen, beach towels, pool floats, and hammocks. There will also be games to enjoy such as spike ball, cam jam, cornhole, badminton, and ladder toss. The spring fling runs from 7 to 9 p.m.
Still to come, the Student Government Association held their Student Choice Awards ceremony, and we got the first-hand details on how it went.
Then, it's about to be everyone's birthday here at Morehead State University. We hear more about the birthday bash celebration put on by Morehead Dining.
Outside right now, the current conditions on campus are a bit gloomy, but this weekend we could see summer temperatures. We'll have more later on in the show.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension which can only be seen between the yellow lines. Its boundaries are that of the asphalt and the imagination. You think it's fine to park here for just a moment. You are wrong. There's a ticket up ahead. Your next stop, the no parking zone.
In the center of Morehead State is the Claypool Young Art Building. This building is home to the university arts like web design, studio arts, fine arts, and more. On the second floor, there is a working art gallery, and this gallery is open to students to enjoy the art and some quiet during their workday. Located all over the building and along the hallways, there are student-made displays. Head over and check it out.
The Student Government Association held the Student Choice Awards ceremony last night, and I was there to see how it all went.
The nomination ballot was posted on the Morehead State University webpage. You had to just click on which nomination that you wanted to fill out for which student or which award. And then the election process for voting was sent out in the email. It was sent to every Morehead student who is enrolled in the university and is a full-time student.
The ceremony started out with a catered dinner and then moved into awards.
There was Emerging Student Leader, Outstanding Student Leader. There was Male and Female Athletes, Large Org, Small Org. There was MSU Spirit, Inclusion Award, and many more.
The award ceremony concluded with the swearing in of the new recently elected SGA Executive Board members.
Of the Student Government Association. You are now official.
It takes a massive team, it really does. It takes a lot of people who are dedicated, who care enough about the student body to put on something like this. It takes willpower, dedication, countless hours in the SGA office, late at night, many things, but I couldn't have done it without all of the people I have that stood beside me throughout this.
Reporting for NewsCenter, this is Abby Stitt.
We at NewsCenter would like to congratulate all those nominated and awarded.
Several organizations on campus are coming together to show their support for Ukraine. The History Club, Women in Law, Alpha Lambda Pi, and Eagle Vets are asking for your help. The groups are asking everyone in the MSU community for donations to send to Ukraine citizens in need. Items up for donation are personal care products, first aid items, baby supplies, clothing, paper towels, toilet paper, and more. All donations can be dropped off in the Veteran Resource Center in room 304, Breckenridge Hall. The drive will be happening until April 29th. For more information on how you can help, contact Christian Wright at cwright6@moreheadstate.edu.
It's your birthday. At the Morehead State Dining Hall, the Rock announced a birthday bash on April 26 between 4 and 10 p.m. The Rock is throwing a birthday party for everyone on campus. They will be featuring a birthday-themed menu and will hand out birthday goodies at the door while supplies last. MSU Dining also announced the return of Midnight Breakfast, which will take place on the Tuesday of Finals Week, May 10th at 9 p.m.
The Kentucky Folk Arts Center recently remodeled their second-floor exhibition space and is now holding its first exhibition in the new area.
Fine art and folk art tend to have very little overlap. Fine art is typically taught, learned, and produced with an understanding of established techniques and materials. Folk art, the type of art displayed at the Kentucky Folk Arts Center, is self-taught, using techniques that are often unconventional and dependent on the tools immediately available to the artist. Earlier this month, those two traditions met in the upstairs exhibition space at the Folk Arts Center in Morehead. Dr. Julia Finch, interim director of the center, says the exhibit, titled Fine Folk, explores works that share aspects of both disciplines.
There are 5 artists from Eastern Kentucky that are going to participate in this exhibition, and their work is really about the connections and kind of the fine line between a fine art tradition or approach and a folk art traditional approach. And so each of these artists, we've got photography, we've got sculpture, we've got painting, we've got textile art. Each of these artists brings something very interesting to the table.
Fine Folk opened on April 5th and will run until June 1st. For NewsCenter, I'm Lacey Wallace.
The artists highlighted in the exhibition are Rebecca Miller Campbell, Ron Gividon, Sam McKinley, Pam Oldfield Mead, and Kapana Terry. The Kentucky Folk Arts Center offers free admission and is open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Still ahead, the beach volleyball season is in full swing, and we got the chance to sit down with one of the star athletes to discuss her time on the team.
And students will get the chance to see how well they know black culture later this evening. We have the details, so don't miss out on the trivia.
Summer temperatures in this weekend's forecast. We'll have more right after the break.
Did you know that MSU offers all students a shuttle bus for stops on campus? After starting an overflow at 7 a.m., the shuttle makes its way to Baird Music Hall. Next on the stop is the bell tower, and then ADAC. Before heading back to overflow, the shuttle makes its last stop at Share. The shuttle runs from 7 a.m. to 3:15 Monday through Friday, with a lunch break of 10:45 to 11:45.
It's so hot. Where am I?
Why, you're at Morehead State University's wonderful pool, located at the rec center.
Wow, I want to swim right away.
But you can't swim like that.
Ah!
Now get in, you silly. Go online and reserve your lane today.
How's it going, Eagles? The current conditions outside right now is mostly cloudy skies with highs around 64. Humidity is fairly normal than what it is this time of year, which is 63%. Winds around 10 miles per hour, so a bit breezy when you're walking to class. Now looking at the state temperatures as a whole, Paducah 71, Bowling Green 72, Louisville 69, Frankfort 66, London 70, Lexington 65, Morehead 64, and Ashland 68. Now looking at tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy skies, but those around 71. Chances of rain are very low, which is shocking after this week we've had. 20% as a rain chance, sunset at 8:15 p.m. Now looking at tomorrow's forecast, mostly sunny skies with highs around 77. A pretty good day for a Friday, sunrise at 6:48 a.m. Maybe hit Eagle Lake or Cave Run with these type of temperatures and this type of weather. Now looking at our 7-day forecast, we have Thursday as a 64 as a high, mostly cloudy skies, lows around 51. Friday, 77, mostly sunny skies, with lows around 56. And here's what I'm excited for, folks. Saturday, 82 degrees as a high, mostly sunny skies, with lows around 60. Almost getting to that summer weather. Sunday is high of 80, mostly sunny skies, with lows around 61. Now Monday, here comes the spring showers again. Mostly showers with lows around 47. Chances of rain on Monday is 75% as well. Tuesday, 61 is the high, mostly sunny skies, lows around 38. And for your Wednesday, 57 as a high. That's chilly than what we've been used to. Mostly sunny skies, with lows around 37. When we come back, we'll get the latest news in MSU sports and talk with one of Morehead State's star players.
Grow new life at Morehead's Community Garden.
Can you dig it?
Do you want more energy?
Hi, I'm Dwayne the Wreck Johnson. When I want to get in shape, I go to the Rec Center.
Here, you can catch up on your cardio. Pick up a bit of weight. Yoga. Work the machines, and I don't mean your bodies. Recreation. So get healthy, be happy.
Did you know Morehead State University has a satellite campus in Ashland? The campus offers you the opportunity to complete bachelor's and master's degrees from the ACTC campus. With small class numbers, the two most popular programs offered here are the social work and education programs. For more information, contact the transfer coordinator, Jen Timmerman, or the director of the Ashland campus, Dr. Nancy Preston. Breckenridge Hall is home to the School of English, Communication, Media, and Languages. There is a theater, spacious lecture rooms, state-of-the-art computer labs, Morehead State University Public Radio, and a full TV studio. For more information on what is offered here, visit Morehead State University's website.
Hello, my name is Beau Smith, and I'm here with your NewsCenter sports updates for the week. First up during our episode last week, MSU baseball started off a weekend series against Belmont, followed by a matchup against Ohio this past Tuesday. Last Thursday, MSU started off the series right, defeating Belmont 12-7 in the first game. The game proved to be a battle for the pitchers for both sides until Chase Vincent's career performance edged MSU towards the win. Vincent went 3 for 3, had 2 home runs, and had 5 RBIs, a great performance overall. On Friday, though, Belmont came back with a force, beating MSU 15-5, and the game started off as a stalemate with the score being 3-3 going into the third inning. It was at this point where Belmont took off, recording 5 home runs by the end of the game. Saturday was the final day and game of the series, to which Belmont closed out our Eagles in a 4-2 win. The game started off slow, with the first run being scored by MSU all the way in the second inning. The game went back and forth from there until the Bruins had a solid ninth inning performance that sealed the deal. Eagles lost the series 1-3. Then on Tuesday, MSU bounced back in a jam-packed comeback 13-12 win against the Ohio Bobcats. With the end of the 8th inning approaching, the Bobcats had the Eagles 12-4 as the game looked to be in the bag for Ohio. That was until a grand slam by MSU's Riley Pierce kickstarted a monumental comeback where the Eagles scored 9 runs and secured the win. After some great baseball this past week, the Eagles' record stands at 16-19 overall and 5-4 in the OVC. Our boys will travel to Missouri this Friday for a weekend series against Southeast Missouri. And then next up, MSU Beach Volleyball showed a dominant showcase in a doubleheader against Louisville last Friday, sweeping the Cardinals in a doubleheader. The first game took place at 2 p.m. and saw the Eagles take Game 1 5-0. MSU pairs showed dominance as half of the pairs only played 2 sets, a beautiful way to start the day off. And then next up, MSU's momentum overtook the next game as the Eagles beat the Cardinals in another 5-0 win. The Eagles had more of a game plan as all but one pair took the game in 2 sets. MSU had their foot on the gas and never let up. With those 2 wins, the MSU Beach Volleyball record stands at 7-7 as the last OVC weekend starts on Friday in a doubleheader against Eastern Illinois and UT Martin. And then since our MSU Beach Volleyball team had a solid season so far, the end of the season quickly approaches, though, with the OVC Championship just a week away. So I caught up with beach volleyball player and senior Margaret Musselman to get her story and how the team feels towards the climax of the season. This week's Student Spotlight covers one of the many shining stars of our MSU Beach Volleyball program, Margaret Musselman. Before her years as an Eagle, Musselman grew up in a residential area near Columbus, Ohio, where she began her journey in volleyball at an early age. At the age of 12, she would play beach volleyball during the summer and indoor volleyball in the fall and winter seasons. Musselman switched to beach volleyball only in her sophomore year at Watkins Memorial High School in Pataskala, Ohio, to which she graduated from in 2018. Now at MSU, Musselman fell in love with the program and the different relationships it helped her build amongst her peers.
I love our program. I love my teammates, and getting to compete with them every day is something special, and getting to be on a team that not only is beach volleyball, but the same players play indoor, it just creates more of a bond with us and what we get to do every day.
As the season is slowly approaching the end, with the last OVC weekend being this week and then the OVC Championship next weekend, Musselman and our Eagles are excited to show what they're made of.
I think it's crazy to think that our season's coming to a close so fast, but it's also really exciting for us to get to see how far we've advanced through the season and to see what we can do this weekend and in the championship, depending on where we end up in the OVC and where we go this year. I think we do. We're basically the same team we were last year, and we are great volleyball players and great humans, and I know that we have everything in us that we want to win this, and I think whatever happens will be just show how much we've worked hard for this.
Musselman is coming off of a big performance last year during the OVC Championship, receiving national honors such as being named member of the postseason second team All-OVC.
It's definitely a weird feeling. We have kind of a weird start since COVID, so we got our season cut short and I missed a season. So last year being the first year we're recognized in the OVC, getting to receive those awards was something special, and it meant a lot to our team because each award comes from a team effort and not just ourselves.
Outside of being on the sand, Musselman still works with her teammates, being the manager of the indoor volleyball team and represents student athletes with the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Last weekend, the Eagles fended off the Louisville Cardinals, sweeping them in the doubleheader. This weekend, Musselman and the Eagles play their last 4 games of the regular season, starting with Eastern Illinois and UT Martin on Friday. For NewsCenter, I'm Beau Smith. Our MSU beach volleyball team are truly special, and I'm sure everyone can't wait to see what Musselman and the rest of our Eagles do in the postseason. That's all I have for you this week. Don't go anywhere, though, as we'll be heading back to the news desk with Abby and Jaden for more news updates right after this.
I'm Elise Akers, and I am the MSU 4PAWS president. This is my first semester as president. So MSU 4PAWS is an organization here on campus, and we actually work directly out of the nonprofit organization called 4PAWS for Ability. Our main goal is to socialize the dogs, so take them anywhere and everywhere we go, show them that the world isn't scary, introduce them to all different kind of things that they'll see as a service dog. You know, our dogs make lasting impacts on everyone, and they're able to place with children who truly need them. So kind of just being able to make that huge impact is something really special.
Morehead's Black Student Union is hosting a Trivia Kahoot night this evening. Students are encouraged to come out and see how well they know Black history and culture. The event is from 6 to 7 p.m. in room 329 in the Adrian Doran University Center. For more information, check out Morehead BSU's Instagram page at Morehead BSU.
As we reported earlier this semester, the student film by Willard Ferguson, Snapshot, will be releasing next week. The R-rated film will be focused on students caught in the eye of a stalker on Morehead State University's campus. The premiere will be held on April 28th in Breckenridge Hall. There will be a meet and greet with the cast and crew on the first floor at 7 p.m., and at 7:30 there will be a screening of other students' work in room 002, followed by the premiere of Snapshot. The last event of the evening will be a question and answer session with Ferguson about the film. Afterwards, it will be available on Ferguson's website willard.me.
The Morehead State University Spring Gala is back, and this time it's on Broadway. After a 2-year hiatus, this year's theme is back on Broadway and will be Saturday, April 30th. Guests will enjoy a reception and silent auction before the dinner show begins. MSU Theater, Dance, and Music will provide entertainment from shows like Chicago, Hamilton, Cabaret, Cats, Grease, and more. The goal is to raise funds for different music and theater scholarships as well as campus programs. For more information, go to moreheadstate.edu/gala.
Vendors from all over the Commonwealth are gearing up to come to Morehead. The Morehead, Kentucky Proud Expo is being held April 29th and 30th at the Conference Center. The goal of the expo is to showcase and sell local artisanal goods such as wood sculptures, soaps, wines, jellies, and more. There will be over 35 certified vendors set up in the center. Admission to the event is free for the public.
Taking a look again at your 7-day forecast before we close out the show. Thursday, 64 is a high, mostly cloudy skies, lows around 51. Now your weekend looks almost like summer weather. Friday with highs of 77, Saturday highs of 82, and Sunday highs of 80. But of course, on Monday, spring showers return with highs around 75 and 75% chance of showers. Tuesday, 61 is a high, mostly sunny skies. And for your Wednesday, 57 is a high, mostly sunny skies. And the drop in temperatures, folks, it's crazy this time of year. Also, if you're commuting tonight, there's a high chance of fog, so be careful. And remember to dim your lights so that way you're not harming anybody else out on the road.
Well, the temperatures aren't looking too bad this upcoming week.
I know. What are y'all's plans this weekend?
Probably just gonna relax, stay, maybe go outside some because it seems like it's gonna be pretty nice.
Perfect hammock weather, I'm telling you.
Maybe go to Waukee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Good weather to drive home. That's what I'm going to do after this.
Well, if you're going tonight, be careful with that fog out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the news we have from us here at NewsCenter. Good night, and thanks for watching.